So today I'd like to talk to you about a memoir of a sniper that most people have heard something about, at least if they've seen certain movies or if they studied the Battle of Stalingrad. And that book is Notes of a Russian Sniper by Vasily Zaitsev. Vasily Zaitsev. Zaitsev was at Stalingrad. His memoirs were out in Russian decades ago, but just got translated into English fairly recently. Let me see what the date on these is. 2009. So it's now accessible for folks who only read English. And it's a very interesting book. It definitely was a product of its time. So there are some omissions that are quite interesting, but definitely worth reading. And Zaitsev is a fascinating guy. So let's take a look at one place that there's some controversy about his life. And one of those places is in the total number of kills that he had. Here's the Amazon link, by the way, in case you're interested in that. And I was just noticing on Wikipedia that there's a list of snipers, and you can sort that out by the number of kills. Let me see if I can get this little inset out of the way. That's going to be kind of aggravating there. So you just click on that to sort by the total number of kills. Zaitsev is not at the top, and I've seen some widely varying numbers for his actual kills. It's somewhere in the 200 range. I've seen 225 kills. At Stalingrad, I've seen 255 kills, and one place I saw 400. I don't think that's right. And they all seem to end after Stalingrad. He was injured at the end of the battle, and although he did return to service after that, it doesn't appear that he was terribly active as a sniper any longer. But he achieved this number in 6 months worth of action, roughly. Now, I might just point out a couple of other cases you want to look at. Lyudmila Pavlichenko is the top-rated female sniper. Her memoirs are also out in English now. She had 309 kills, and she was also invalided out of the war pretty early on. So she was in combat for less than a year, and mainly at Odessa and Sevastopol, and had 309 kills. There's another Soviet sniper here that I don't know a lot about offhand. You can see that here's one credited with 500 kills. Nikolai Yakovlevich Ilyin is credited with 494 kills, and these kills were logged and generally well confirmed. And he was killed in 1943, so he did this again in a very short period of time, and he was active at the Battle of Stalingrad. So I'm kind of curious to find out a little bit more about him, and you can see some other top snipers here. So Zaitsev is not interesting because he was the absolute top scoring sniper. He wasn't, and there were other people that got more kills than he did. But I think probably because of the book and the movie Enemy at the Gates, and the myth that was built up about a sniper duel, he became one of the best known snipers. It is a book worth reading, so I do encourage you to consider reading that book, and just take it for what it's worth and do a little bit of background research. So one of the things that's most controversial is his discussion of the so-called sniper duel, and he believes that he was in a sniper duel with a very talented, experienced German sniper. There were rumors, according to his book, he doesn't say that it was all confirmed, but there were rumors that the Germans were so upset at his success that they had brought in a particularly capable sniper. And there's actually two different names given to that supposed German sniper. Neither one has ever been confirmed as being an actual person. This doesn't mean that Zaitsev wasn't in some sniper duels, because those kinds of things did occur from time to time. But as to whether the Germans brought in a particular guy to try to take Zaitsev out, it seems unlikely at best. So that story, I'm not quite sure exactly where that got started. It was picked up by a couple of Western sources, most famously the film Enemy at the Gates, which is also famous for being one of the least accurate historical movies ever. The book Enemy at the Gates is better, but also has the sniper duel in it. But leave aside the sniper duel, and leave aside one other thing, which is something that's shown in Enemy at the Gates was a female sniper who's well documented, Tanya Chernova, and she's not mentioned in Zaitsev's book. He does mention some other women who were snipers. He doesn't mention Chernova, who he may or may not have had any kind of romantic relationship with. She was one of the people in his sniper school, and she was quite a talented sniper herself. Other people who interviewed Zaitsev later on talked with him about Chernova. He just didn't write about her, and one interviewer speculated that that his wife was not happy about hearing about this person. Chernova was pretty badly injured during the Battle of Stalingrad and also invalided out of service, so we don't hear a lot about her after the battle, but doesn't get the recognition she's due, again, because the film Enemy at the Gates downgrades her from an actual sniper into just a love interest running around, being a target for everybody, which is unfortunate. But if you can put aside those couple of questions about the sniper duel, the exact nature of the sniper duel, and about Tanya Chernova, who does not get fair due in this, I do recommend this book. So, Notes of a Russian Sniper by Vasily Zaitsev. And I would just mention that there's another book available in English now, which is the memoir of another sniper, Red Army Sniper by Yevgeny Nikolaev. And for a more kind of average, run-of-the-mill sniper, I think this is worth your time. So snipers are, I know, something that many of my students are quite interested in, and there are several that you can read about in English now. Zaitsev, Nikolaev, and Pavlichenko would be a great place to start. There are a number of books, of course, about German snipers. They've gotten lots of translations, but the Soviet snipers are only beginning to get their fair due in terms of books translated into English. So I recommend Vasily Zaitsev, Notes of a Russian Sniper.